This is how pathetic this car is. It's clear. It's clear. This car is so pathetic. That was horrendous. That blizzard was horrible. We ended up taking Ariana's car to her house and just staying there for the night because my power wasn't coming back on. At Home Depot now just to get a few things and to get a few errands done, some things around the house. A sweet old lady came out and let me use her broom and snow brush, and I ended up breaking one of them by accident, so I'm gonna buy a new one. This one's actually way newer and nicer than the one I broke, so I think she'll like this. So this happened the other day. There's even a door stop here, right? And it does actually work. It stops from hitting the wall. But when 190 pounds of body weight falls directly into the handle area, being right at the hip hinge area, well, the door flexes and punches through the wall like a hole punch. So we gotta bop the billet of this bitch. I was so tired that I accidentally got all-purpose joint compound instead of spackle. Just gonna roll with it. By far and away, the roughest patch job I've ever done in my life. Don't worry, we'll sand it all down, touch it up with paint, and make it look like it never even happened. Just taking a quick break, allowing myself to get distracted between doing Valentine's Day orders, which went very well. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hope you enjoy your Made Athletics gear. The dartboard isn't mine, that's my boy Nick's. He's all about the darts. He makes fun of me. He says I line up to shoot a dart like I'm setting up for a deadlift. I throw like a meathead. That's fine. I own that. This is pretty awesome right here. This order belongs to my boy Ryan O'Neal. Shout out to Ryan O'Neal. He's a friend of mine. He's a whiz with the stock market, so him and I talk stocks all the time. He throws stocks for me to follow or read up on at me all the time. Makes some pretty good calls. He's also a powerlifter. He actually has a series on YouTube right now going on. It's Road to a 585 squat, so 6-plate squat, which is pretty exciting. And his progression has been insane. He's basically along the same lines of strength that I am, although he does it in knee wraps, so it's cheating and not real. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'll link his channel in the box below. Check it out. He's a friend. But it's always cool to see personal friends supporting something that you're passionate about. I've successfully left every shaker bottle in my car, so we're using the water bottle and my sister's save the date wedding invitation. Look at that, still in perfect condition. Bench press is one of the most fun and frustrating movements for me, period. I am genetically such a bad presser. I know it may seem like my press is all right when you compare it to my squat and my deadlift, it's not all that bad, but you gotta remember that I've only been training for strength, my squat and my deadlift, for about 2 years. Whereas the bench press, I've been working at that for almost 10 years. My squat's shooting right up into the 500s, my deadlift's at about 600 now and rising. My bench press has been stuck at 365 after training it for 10 years. It took me 2 years to ever put 45-pound plates on the barbell, to hit 135, 2 years after I began training. All right. To really hammer the point away, I am the first male in my family to bench over 300 pounds. One of my uncles was a 210-pound lean natural bodybuilder. He's about 5'11", he was 210, lean, huge arms, jacked. And he was strong with all the other exercises. He could row a ton of weight, he could curl 135 sets of 10, no problem. Was a beast, but he could not press over 300 pounds. That's why 405 is such a huge lifelong goal for me, because it just seems so unrealistic for me to hit it naturally, but I think I can if I keep working at it. I have found over the years of training that I respond best to heavier weight and lower rep sets, always. The other huge thing that has helped bring my bench up over the years, like the biggest change in the world, was simply incorporating paused reps into my bench press. opinion, pause reps are the most simple yet the most efficient change you can make to your bench press because it builds that control and that strength at the bottom of the rep when you're pausing it on your chest. And then that from there increases your strength, stamina, and speed, launching it off of your chest. And in my opinion, the launch off the chest is what will make or break most people. For some people, the lockout is a genuine issue. Maybe tricep strength is an issue, in which case using some bands, using some blocks, things that really focus on the lockout may be beneficial. But for a lot of people, I think when they think they have a weak lockout, it's really just that they're weak off of the chest and they slow down too soon before they even get past their sticking point. And what I found is pausing it builds that strength up, that control at the bottom, and the more control you have, the faster you can launch it off the chest. And the faster you can launch that bar off the chest, the more momentum you create to drive through that sticking point. Usually once you can push through that sticking point, you'll be able to lock it out unless you have a very specific issue with your lockout. Try throwing pause reps into your training. I've had people ask, should you do both, touch and go or pause? I would do one or the other, really. I would treat pause reps like your normal reps if you're gonna be using them. Don't treat them like a variation bench press. I just did a period of training for about a month where I did all touch and go reps, just to switch things up to get a little bit of a change of pace, and that was fun, but I definitely felt my control at the bottom of the rep already start to take a hit when I started using weights that were heavier than about 350 pounds. So I'm moving back to all pause reps now, really getting that stamina back, and what I found is the stronger my pause reps get, the stronger my overall bench gets in general. Whoa, hold the phone. What is this? Are those arm veins? What is this? Is this a pump I have going on? What am I, a bodybuilder again? Am I confused? Damn, man. Woo! Feels good to feel a pump again, man. I'm definitely gonna start incorporating a lot of hypertrophy back into my training again. Sorry about being MIA. This is the video, but I'm back on YouTube, so there'll be more videos following this now. I'm done being MIA. Like this video. Like this video if you want his eye to be okay.
I got ravioli sauce in my eye.